Good afternoon. My name is Madison Cody. I have the great honor of being a chaplain here. The more time I spend at Cedarfield and the more time I get to spend with all of you, the more I learn that Cedarfield is about all of the people here who make this community what it is. My invocation today comes from a book of prayers and blessings from all over the world. This blessing is for people. Holy God, we thank you for the apprentice people who don't pretend answers before asking questions. We thank you for the enthusiastic people who capture ideas and run with them. Thank you for the fun people who carry life lightly with flags of joy. Thank you for the generous people who adopt unadoptables and live for others. Thank you for unassuming people who don't stack their assets for display. Thank you for deep people who rub against us with perspective and vision. Thank you for all of the people here, for they make our community. Amen.
Good afternoon. Someone clearly thought I'd be very thirsty today. There's 4 bottles of water. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who have been here for more than a year, you might realize that we typically don't meet in the month of May for our town hall meeting. We typically just do our budget meeting and we count that as our town hall meeting. But we had a few other things that we wanted to make sure we shared with you. So we called this abbreviated town hall meeting, and I thank you for your flexibility and your willingness to join us today. Like all meetings, we start off with good news, and I'm hoping that at least 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 of you have some good news in the room. Who has good news?
I finally wore the right shoes for this, so let's get some hands up and have me running around this place in these shoes.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we have a second great-grandson just born last week.
Yay. Wonderful.
My grandchildren, 7 and 9, come and spend a week with me every month or 2. And Adam, who's 7, was here this last weekend. As we were walking through the halls, he says, "You know I'm famous." And I said, "Why are you famous?" "Because so many people talk to me."
Oh.
So thank you for making my grandson, and I'm sure my granddaughter, famous.
That's really cute. Who else has good news? Going once? Twice? Okay, I'll share my good news. I was in New York last week, and I think I mentioned that we were going to see my favorite team in the whole world, the Yankees, play. And not only did we win, but my favorite player hit a home run, and it was just for me. So it was a good week for me. I want to start off by asking Emily to come up and give us a quick review of occupancy and a few other things.
Hello. Okay, I neglected to let Delante know that I would never, I hope all of you know, I would never come to this town hall without baby pictures from our dear, sweet Logan Stanley. Logan has had her beautiful baby girl, Ellery. She was born on tax day, and I thought that this was funny. I got a text message from Logan today that, so for those of you who don't know, she was born on Friday, March 13th. And what she said to me was that what's interesting is Ellery was born 7 pounds, 7 ounces, born on tax day. Logan was also born 7 pounds, 7 ounces, and on Friday the 13th. And so she said that both of them were born the same size and on days that people aren't typically fond of, which I thought was pretty funny. So I'll figure out for the end of town hall to get my computer connected so that you all can see pictures of Ellery. She looks exactly like Logan, so she's going to be absolutely stunning now and always. Occupancy. We are currently at 98% reserved and occupied. We have a total of 7 residences that we are currently calling down the wait list for, which includes 2 one-bedrooms, 3 two-bedrooms, and 2 cottages. So that's what we're calling through right now. And then the last thing I wanted to share is that tomorrow, May 7th, from 10 o'clock until 12, we will be having an event. The marketing team will be having an event here in the fellowship hall, and that is going to be a resident panel. We have about 6 residents who very generously agreed to sit up on this stage and answer questions about life at Cedarfield. We amazingly we sold out that first, the event tomorrow. We have about 56 people who are coming, and we have a wait list of people who wanted to attend of close to 80 people. So we'll be adding a second one of these events to our calendar as well. We are thrilled to see how many people are so excited to learn more about Cedarfield. And so just as a reminder, we will be blocking off some of the parking spaces in the front and the side of the building. We're utilizing a shuttle service so that our team members can park off-site and still get to work so that we have parking spaces available. But just let me know if you have any questions or concerns at the end of the meeting. And that is all of my information. Happy first town hall with Ellery Stanley in the world. Thank you. Thank you. Lastly, I am aware that there was a period of time here where we had missed new resident bios that were being distributed to each of you for your binders. Those we are catching up on. So you're going to see we've just put 2 new ones out for Vicki Marks and for Dick Deemer. We're still waiting on 3 others, but we will catch back up. If you're concerned about a neighbor or yourself and you haven't seen a bio for any of the above, please just come and talk to me. Again, we're gonna catch right back up, and then we've got a process now in place so that that doesn't get missed in the new resident process moving forward. But if there is anyone that either was skipped or you're noticing that you're missing someone, please just let me know, and I'm more than happy to help you with that. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Kelly Black, Associate Executive Director. I just want to start, I have been confused for Emily and Melissa Ellison. It's probably twice a week now for the last couple months. I want to say I'm honored to be confused with any of them. I was going to give you a tip. My glasses are green, but I might get new glasses soon. So I'm happy to direct you to the right person. We do look very similar both in size and hair, but I am Kelly. I am reporting out today for both dining and lifestyles and wellness. Neil is on vacation and Katrin is unable to join us. For dining, reporting that today we had a surprise inspection from the Department of Health. We passed with flying colors, no surprise. We had one opportunity to fix just some coffee creamers that were not stored properly. We fixed that immediately. So we feel very confident in upcoming inspections from the state that we will pass those with flying colors as well. Tomorrow is our garden day in May, so please know that rain or shine, we are expecting some rain in the morning. Garden day in May will happen. Please bring a rain jacket or umbrella if you plan to tour the gardens from 1 to 3 o'clock. Tea will then follow in the fellowship hall. Just a little reminder to bring your brochure with you. And I would like to give a special thank you to the Garden Committee and the Garden Angels for all of your hard work. We look forward to seeing everyone there. Next, it is my special pleasure to introduce you to Denise Arnold. She is our new maintenance director, and she is coming up to the podium now. If anyone has questions for me, I will be available afterwards.
There's my woo-woo. Remind me to tell you a story about that. Hi, I'm Denise Arnold. Originally from Richmond, moved out of here in 1990, but I'm delighted to be back here and working here at Cedarfield. I came back because my youngest daughter lives here, but I was in DC for 26 years, decided this is a little bit calmer, and I'm really appreciating no traffic. A couple of things I wanted to update you on. Next week, my team and I will be moving to our new maintenance suite area. It is down where the old pool was, is what I'm being told. I wasn't here for that. But feel free to stop by, give us a little time to get settled in. Our phone numbers will be the same. Jack, myself, and all of my team will be down there together. So it'll be great for everybody to build working relationships and talk about things as they happen. Phone's ringing. I was like, what's ringing? It's okay. That's okay. We are going, everybody had some windows put into their apartments. The contractor, the owner's rep, we are going to be doing an inspection on those windows, double checking everything. I'm not comfortable signing off on a project to be complete unless we put our eyes on it. So please know that we'll be giving you some details on when that will be. It will take a little bit of time, but I will have a maintenance personnel there also to escort anybody that's not a Cedarfield employee. Other than that, that's all I have to report. Looks like now I'm going to have Amy come back up.
Welcome, Denise. She had my phone, and I have her keys. Any questions for Denise? Here's a little bit of advice. If you want to get on her good side, ask about her granddaughter. Okay, I think many of you know that I was out of town for the last few days. I left on Friday afternoon. Guess how many emails I had when I got back? 178. The good news is, out of the 178 emails, only one had a budget question. So I am wondering, after last week's presentation, does anybody have any questions about the budget or any of that information that was shared? Because David Taylor is in the back of the room, and I want to use his time wisely. Any questions about the budget? Thank you. Then he did a good job. I appreciate that. All right. Couple of things to remind you of. The month of June, we typically do our town hall meeting in the middle of the month because we don't have a meeting in July because of the 4th of July and everybody's travel schedule. So if you would mark your calendar for June 17th, that will be the day we have our next town hall meeting. June will be here before you know it. And the next thing on my list is something that will affect us all eventually, but will affect the third floor coming up within the next few weeks. So I'm going to ask Amanda Kelly to come join me here and go over the details of our carpet replacement project for the third floor.
No, thanks. All right, so the carpet replacement on the third floor will begin on Monday, May 18th. We will start at B Wing and work towards Parkview, and then we will move back down the main corridor towards the bank. The workers will begin at 9 o'clock and finish by 6 o'clock every day. I went out of order. Once they finish out here, they will move through the town center towards administration and then down towards assisted living and Pathways to Wellness building. They will do their best to to limit the installation impact on residents. There will be portions of the project that you cannot walk in that space, especially when they're gluing the carpet down. So if you need to come out of your apartment during that time, if you could call the concierge, and we will have someone assist you to get through that area safely. Bridge and Mahjong will be impacted the week of May 18th. They will all be held here in the Fellowship Hall. The chess room will be closed, as well as the Peppermint Lounge during this time, to store the furniture and the carpet and the tools for the installers. We will place signage around, as well as put updates on channel 974. Once we finish working out the last minute details, we will put a memo out probably early next week that will have a timetable that will spell out which area they'll be in each day. Any questions? Thanks, Emily.
Is D-Wing included in that replacement?
Yes. So all the third floor will finally have the same carpet, minus the town center. No more patchwork quilt. Thank you.
How many of you live on the third floor? Thank you, you're our guinea pigs. Actually, we've done this many, many times before, right, Sharon? How many times have you replaced carpet? Many, many times. So we're almost old pros at this. The impact will be as limited as we possibly can have it for you. And know that when we're done with the third floor, the first floor will follow sometime in the fall. Okay. Steph.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stephanie Berkume. I'm the Human Resources Director here at Cedarfield. Just wanted to remind everybody about our PEAK program, which nominates team members for awards. So the PEAK program acknowledges team members who take personal responsibility in delivering excellence to those we serve for residents, fellow team members, and family members. There's 3 ways to nominate a team member. The first one is through the Mission Award, which is nominated by a manager, supervisor, or director, and it acknowledges once a month a team member for enriching life's journey. We have 6 value awards, which can be nominated by a resident or team member. These 6 value awards include culture, stewardship, partnership, diversity, hospitality, and quality. And there can be more than one each month. The Vision Award is nominated by residents and is submitted to the Resident Council, and this award is distributed once a year, which represents a culture in which age does not define the person. Resident Council will review nominations and select a nominee, and that's due by February 1st of each year. There's also a peak wall located in the team dining, which displays those team members who have received an award. Nomination forms can be located at Human Resources, Team Dining, Resident In-House Mailroom, and My Cedarfield app. The May Award winners are Len Hall for Stewardship, Susan DeMaria for Stewardship, Danny Berry for Quality, Salim Mohammed for Quality, Belinda Harris for Culture, and Maria Dorsey for Mission. And team members will be awarded these awards next week in team member meeting. Any questions? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Betsy Pollard, and I have the privilege of serving as your Director of Philanthropy. Let me get this mic straight. It's a careful balance here. So I have some exciting updates to share with you today regarding a new approach to philanthropy at Cedarfield. But before I jump in, it might be helpful to think just for a second about this term, philanthropy. When we hear the word philanthropist, what kinds of things come to mind? We might think of a celebrity. We might think of a billionaire. But the truth is, philanthropy is not defined by fame or fortune. It really is defined by the heart. And in our case, it's your desire to make Cedarfield a community that's truly extraordinary. It's a desire to make significant impacts for team members, for residents, and for the overall experience of life here at Cedarfield. So really, by this way of thinking, all you need to do is look in the mirror if you want to see a philanthropist, or look around the room, because it's each of you. So thank you for that. So let me turn to a couple of things I wanted to share with you today. And the first is, yes, that we have formed a resident philanthropy leadership team to partner with me and to provide leadership to our philanthropy initiatives. So this team includes Ann Williams, who is serving as its chair, Marta Giannoni, Helen Horowitz, Ravi Ravindranath, Bob Rogers, Paul Springman, and of course, Amy Chapman has been a valuable member of the team, and we're so grateful for her support and engagement. So that is the photo of the team there. And then next, our vision. We aspire to build initiatives in a way that foster engagement, connection, and community, and that brings joy and impact for both giver and receiver. So our posture is that giving to Cedarfield charitable funds is really an opportunity. And by joining together in giving, we have the privilege of making life at Cedarfield even better for all who live and work here. This opportunity is inclusive. All are invited to give, and all are invited to give at a level that is meaningful to them. So whether and how much to give is obviously a very personal decision based on individual circumstances. But every gift is valued and makes a difference. And then finally, flexible. Since Cedarfield offers so many different charitable funds, there's flexibility in making choices to support areas of personal interest and special concern. And then the gifts are managed accordingly. So when you give, you can contribute to the flourishing of our community in many different ways. So in terms of our approach, we're going to try something different this year. In the early days of serving in my role, my aim was really to learn about how things had been done in the past and to listen to input from residents. And what I observed and heard from many of you is that in the past, there were multiple and sometimes even overlapping appeals, which left residents feel like they were being asked to give too frequently. I also heard consistently that many people didn't know about the different funds and the impact that they have. So in response to this, we plan to launch one annual community appeal for all of the funds during the summer. And this will separate it in time from the other major appeal that's a major community appeal, that is the team member holiday drive, which I'm sure you all are aware happens in November. Of course, as residents of Cedarfield, you can give at any time that is convenient for you, and it will be our plan to communicate throughout the year about the impact that the various funds have within our community. But what's different is in terms of a formal invitation to consider giving, this will happen once a year versus many times throughout the year. And we hope this will give you a greater opportunity to engage and to consider and to plan your charitable giving to Cedarfield. So I'll share a few details with you. Our theme will be Join Us on the Journey, which connects to and aligns with Cedarfield's mission of enriching life's journey. That's why you saw the bus photograph there earlier. And it will launch with a community-wide kickoff event on June 25th. It'll be here in the Fellowship Hall from 4 to 5:30. We're going to have a brief program, some food and beverage, live music, and also the opportunity to interact and learn more with the various charitable funds by being able to walk around and talk to folks who are involved with the committees that are connected to the funds. And then the campaign of information and invitation will last for about 5 weeks and conclude on July 31st. So for now, if you'll just mark your calendars for that June 25th date, and stay tuned for further details. We'll be promoting everything through the many different communication channels we have available to us here at Cedarfield. The Informer, Residents Council, Town Hall meetings, Channel 974, and then we'll also be including some materials and information in each household's mailboxes. So next month at Town Hall, which sounds like will be middle of the month, I'll share some further details and information about the funds themselves and how you'll be invited to engage. And we hope that you will join us on the journey. So I'll be available after the meeting if you have any questions, or certainly you saw the other folks who are involved. I'm sure they'd be happy to chat with you and entertain any questions you may have. But I look forward to engaging with you on this. Thank you.
Now Ms. Horowitz will share the Resident Council report.
I'd like to add my welcome to Denise and tell you she's been all over the place, including at our meetings and helping out, and it's just a delight to have her here now with us. I just want to go back to something we talked about at the Residents Council meeting, and that is scams. Three of our members had talked about how they had been scammed 3 different times. There's one now on 974 from Pinnacle. And just recently, again, I got calls or emails from people that I hadn't seen in 30 years, cousins, and they were using their real names. So I just want to remind everybody, life is not very simple, and please be aware. Thank you.
That concludes our meeting. I know that some of you are anxious to see baby pictures, as I am, so please stick around to see some of those. And if there are any questions you have for any of the directors that are in the room, we'll stick around as well. Thank you for joining us.
for a physical tour. I'm gonna talk to Amy at my next touch base with her, because I'm starting to feel like we need to start doing group tours just for the people who are like, I'm 10 years out from now, that really just don't need 2 hours of our time or an hour and a half of our time, that we can kind of just put that into one big group so that it's opening up our calendars more. We'll see how it goes. It's harder to do that because different people have different abilities, but at the same time, our team is too small. Yep. We've all got them.
Well, you know, it's interesting because she's the second wife, and her husband, she was a nurse in the doctor's office. So Old Bridge was very important.
Right, right. Yeah, it's a lifeline for some. It is. Well, it's good talking to you.
I had a neighbor whose daughter was in our nursing program.
Thank you, Delante.
His daughter was in our nursing program.
That's a great joke. I mean, it's the same thing in DC. People, man, when it comes to a bit of water, you just need 2 pieces of land. Okay, all right.
You said no presentation tomorrow, just to make sure nobody wanna.
Yeah, no, yeah, we don't need the projector, just the,
Okay, all right.
just the tables, microphones.
Yeah, and I probably, only 2 stands, I give you 2 microphones.
That's okay, they've passed them back and forth before.
I got you.
Yeah,
Alrighty. Well, I might give you 3, depending on how I do it. It'll be to have like 2 tabletops, or maybe like one that bend over, one that bend, so have one each mic on each table, I guess.
yeah. Is there any way we can swap the tablecloths though to cover the legs of the table?
I'll do something. If not today, I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.